On Wednesday, President Bola Tinubu handed over to the Senate the final batch of his ministerial nominees, totaling 47 in number. If the Senate approves all, President Tinubu will have the largest number of cabinet members since 1999. However, of the 47 ministerial nominees, only 9 are women. This low number of women is far below the expected benchmark of women's representation in governance. Joining me to discuss this further is Akiyode-Afolabi, who is a lawyer and civil rights activist. She is also the founding director of Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Now, against earlier expectations, President Tinubu's ministerial list falls below the female affirmative benchmark. Now, is 35% too much to ask?
Because Mr. President, when he was campaigning, had that as one of the manifesto promises, and we thought that with that kind of promise, it would be able to deliver on that. So we were shocked that we were even not up to 20%, as one would have expected. So, and also given the fact that the government is also committed to the national gender policy, which allows for 35% women representation. So we were really shocked and surprised, also given this antecedent in Lagos. So what really happened? So women are not really happy at all about this development.
I know there was a lot of protests and agitation for more women representation at the National Assembly last year, but can we say that this advocacy didn't really, bring much fruit? Because what we're seeing now is that we have a new administration and we have just, 9 women in President Bola Tinubu's ministerial nominees. What exactly are we getting wrong now in the advocacy to, have more women in political seats?
Yeah, we have realized that in countries like Rwanda, Kenya, where there has been increase in the last few years, it's also because the constitution really allowed for it. We had pushed for policy, and that's why we have a national gender policy. The constitution is the grand norm of any society, and that's why we are insisting that this should be a constitutional provision. If the constitutional amendment had taken place, and we have about 35% in the constitutional provision, we wouldn't have what we are having, currently. So we believe that we would have to lobby and work with the current regime to make sure that that is included in the constitution, and with that we would have a better political representation.
So the question I want to ask you now is, what's next now for advocacy to ensure that more women are involved in political office? So what's the next move now for advocates such as you?
Well, the next move is for us to insist on the 5 gender bills that has been before the National Assembly before now. It's for us to also insist that we're already in court and we were able to get judgment against the federal government for 35% affirmative action. The federal government had gone to appeal. So we're in court. We do hope that the appeal will become successful. And if we have a successful appeal, I believe that would, to a large extent, support the cause of women. We will continue demanding. We will continue to ask the current government to expand the number of women in the appointment that is going to make, and we will also continue to insist that they should increase the number of women in governance.
Well, indeed, Akiyode, founding director of Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center, thank you very much for your insight.